Decently good. I'm just trying to make
Did you
sure.
get that camera set up?
Yeah.
Did you put a cam link on it? Oh, you should put H. Okay. I guess since we don't have a.
Let me know if the audio's coming in.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Greenbrier as it's the first game of the regular season here in the softball world. Talon, it's a beautiful day for some softball, and we are just about set for the opening pitch. Go ahead, Talon.
Is my mic on?
Should be.
I don't feel like it's very loud, but hey, we're getting all these kinks worked out now, so.
Early in the year, that's right. Well, take a look at the lineups real quickly before we start with the first pitch for Greenbrier. They'll start with Sophie Schreiber, Bailey Buell, Shelby Hardy, Mia Webb, Michelle Mendoza, Cassie Saunders, Peyton Nixon, Allie Roberts, and Ella Huddleston. Schreiber's at short, Buell's at first, Hardy is in the circle. Webb's at third base, Mendoza's in right field, Saunders is behind the dish, Nixon's in left, Roberts at second base, and Huddleston will play center field, and we are just about set for the first pitch of the regular season. Shelby Hardy gets set there in the circle, and the first pitch of the 2021 season is a strike right down Broadway. Damaris leading off for the visiting Lady Panthers of Clarksville, and she takes the first pitch for a strike. The 0-1 pitch from Hardy is coming. Bunt attempt fouled back to the screen, and Damaris is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes to start the season. Hardy's ahead, looking to get an early strikeout here to begin the 2021 campaign.
Well, JB, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. I don't know just a whole lot about softball, but it's good to be here, man. Outside it feels absolutely gorgeous. Nothing to complain about whenever it comes to the weather.
As a fastball a little bit outside there from Hardy. Tried to get Damaris to chase, wouldn't do it, but she's still behind to the count, of ball and 2 strikes. Hardy trying to put her away right here. They play her just about straight away in the outfield. The 1-2 from Hardy's outside again. Might have been a little high as well. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Damaris is the second baseman for the Lady Panthers of Clarksville. Trying to start off their season. Trying to get on base. Hardy with a 2-2 pitch coming right here. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by her. That's the first out of the ball game. Hardy gets the K, and there's one away. It'll bring in the center fielder, Nichols, for the Clarksville Panthers. Beautiful breeze here in Greenbrier. Soft breeze blowing in from center. It'll be 190 down the lines here, 205 to the alleyways, and 210 to straightaway center field. As the first pitch from Hardy is just a little bit outside. Oh, it's a strike rather. 0-1. So Hardy's got ahead of the first 2 batters of the ball game. Gets ahead here. It's 0-1 to Nichols. Hardy brings the 0-1 pitch, swinging a pop-up foul behind the screen. And Hardy's ahead again. No balls, 2 strikes. She got ahead of Damaris, got the strikeout. She's ahead 0-2 now here on Nichols. And if you're Nichols, you're just trying to fight here, find a way to get on base. Hardy's looked pretty good through the first batter, trying to get Nichols right here. Hardy brings the 0-2 pitch. A little bit low there on that one. Still ahead in the count 1-2 though, but nice eye there for Nichols. She stays alive. Tell you, Talon, we looked at this Greenbrier team. They've been dominant in the sport for quite some time now as the 1-2 pitch is outside. Off-speed delivery, dipped a little out of the zone, and the count's even at 2-2 again.
And, as a Greenbrier alum, I was kind of a little bit aware of how well our softball team typically performs. I remember in the 9th grade, one of those big runs we made in state.
Chopper out in front of the plate. Pitcher Hardy off from the circle, throw to first, and she retires her for out number 2. And it brings in Maxwell, the catcher for Clarksville. They'll score at 1-3 there on the putout from Hardy.
Stuttgart Carl, just real quick. Can you move the camera down? Stuttgart Carl's asked us to do that.
Sure.
Anything for old Stuttgart. He's listening at home. We appreciate everyone tuning in.
And the first pitch here to Maxwell's a little bit low. That's the first batter that Hardy hasn't gotten ahead of.
You know what I was saying earlier is that I remember the 9th grade whenever they were making that big run in state. I remember going to English class, and everyone was rushing to class because all the teachers had the game on the radio, and they had it playing through their smart boards, and we all rushed to the next class so we could listen to everything that was going on. And there was a lot of excitement about this program throughout the entire school and really throughout the entire community.
As Hardy missed again, 2-0. Pitch coming here, swinging a chopper to third, should end the inning. Up with it on to first. Nice play there, and a 1-2-3 inning for Hardy. We're going to hit a break as we head to the bottom half of the first. We are scoreless. Well, there we go. As we're just about set to start the bottom half of the first. Shelby Hardy put him down 1-2-3. She had a strikeout, 2 groundouts. Man, for our Lady Panthers will be Sophie Schreiber. The shortstop will lead it off. Here she'll bat from the left side. And the first pitch of the game for Clarksville is a little bit outside and away. Schreiber ahead in the count 1-0. Shelby Ross, the pitcher for Clarksville. And Schreiber waits on a 1-0 pitch. 1-0, swing and a miss there on a high fastball.
You know, JB, whenever I saw you walk into the ballpark, I saw you with some nice sunglasses on. And I had some just old aviators that I've had for a while.
The old
and
Oakleys,
I was like,
yeah.
you know, I might have to get me a nice pair of sunglasses that match kind of more what I'm doing.
As there's a dribble down the third baseline, charging in the third baseman. Nice play to get Schreiber out at first. 5-3 on the putout, and the leadoff man is gone. Batting second now for Our Lady Panthers. Bailey Buell coming up to the plate. She's the first baseman. And she'll bat from the right side here against the right-handed pitcher, Shelby Ross. First pitch from Ross, swinging a foul back to the screen. And the count's 0-1. Came in on the hands there of Buell, fought it off, fouled it back to the screen.
Hey, real quick, special thanks to Jay Griner getting us set up here in Greenbrier with getting this broadcast out to y'all. So I just wanted to say a special thank you out to Jay for all the help that he's given us so far. He's kind of helped us supply that first base camera that I've been able to show a few times.
Old Jay Griner, we really appreciate him. As the count's 1-1 now to Bailey Buell. Ross bringing the 1-1 pitch up and away with the riser. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, JB, you know, you look out here at this roster and you're like, there's some empty holes. You have Kylie Griffin, who is currently playing or about to start playing the Russellville Cyclones.
Swinging a line drive off the pitcher. Nice play, though. Knocks it down with the glove, picks it up, and throws her out. 1-3 on the put out as Buell is out number 2.
Like Kylie Griffin, she's about to play basketball in Russellville right
Yeah,
now.
we're missing quite a few. That's right.
And she's already committed to UCA. There's a collegiate athlete on our team, in a sense already. So, and she's just one of many that
we've had along the way. That's right. As the first pitch here to Hardy's a strike. We have a list here that played Miranda Clendenin at UAM back in 2016 when she graduated. A few other. Autumn Russell's probably a well-known one as well that played at the U of A as the 1-0. A little bit outside 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Hardy. Pitch is coming here. Swinging a fly to center. Center fielder going back a little bit. That one's carrying. It's overhead and up against the wall. Rounding first and heading for second is Hardy. She'll get in standing up. It's the first hit of the 2021 season, and Hardy with a 2-bagger over the center fielder. So now the third baseman, Mia Webb, coming in as the first RBI opportunity of the season. Is Coach Butler going to come down and talk to Webb, talk some situation. My goodness, though, Hardy doing it in the circle and then doing it at the plate as well. Drilled it over the center fielder's head. Might not have gotten a great break on it, but Hardy just crushed that one to center.
Yeah, huge hit there by Hardy.
And we got a pinch runner for Greenbrier, it looks like. Excuse me, let's see. It's Malia Smith. She's a freshman out there to pinch run. But Mia Webb's at the plate. She's the cleanup hitter, batting in the 4th spot as the first pitch here is a strike over the outside edge, 0-1. So Shelby Ross gets ahead with the first pitch strike here, but misses there with the fastball, 1-1. Webb trying to knock in the first run of the season. Hardy with the double, and now Smith's over there at second. Pinch running, the 1-1 pitch. Just a little bit outside with the fastball, 2-1 now to Webb. It's a good hitter's count right here. 2 balls and a strike. Smith's waiting at second. Ross bringing the 2-1 up and away with that one. Looked like an off-speed pitch, and now Webb's ahead 3-1, and she can be sitting on something right here. First base is open, so Ross does not have to come over the plate. And here we go, 3-1 inside. Looks like she missed, and it's a strike down in.
Oh, I thought that was in as well, JB.
Payoff pitch coming now from Ross. Good attack there, but Webb on a payoff pitch, swinging a fly to right. Right fielder coming over. Looks like she's got room. Nope, over his head and up against the wall. Rounding first, heading for second is Webb. She's got a double. Back-to-back 2-baggers, and Greenbrier's up 1-0.
Man, I'll tell you, that's a great start. You got those 2 outs originally right there to start the inning. You're thinking, hey, we're a little rusty. You know, we have a couple players missing off this roster that are key components of this team. But then you kind of get a little bit deeper into your batting order. You start getting some hits, and things start going your way.
And now batting at the 5 hole is Michelle Mendoza, the right fielder. And she takes her first pitch for a strike over the outside head. Ross has attacked to the outside part of the plate. She gets ahead here 0-1, but with Webb over at second base, Webb. So we're going to foul back off to the right side out of play, 0-2 now. Hardy with the double. She hit with 2 outs. Smith pitch ran over at second, then Webb ripped one over the right fielder's head. And that's what's got the scoring going. Mendoza waits on a pitch here, swing and a foul to the right side. Fought off a nice pitch over the outside part of the plate. That's where Ross has tried to attack a lot of times, and just a great approach there for Mendoza to fight it off and stay alive. She's playing right field tonight. Waiting on an 0-2 pitch from Shelby Ross. Webb waits over at second base. The 0-2 just a little bit outside. Might have pushed it too far off to the right there, did Ross. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Michelle Mendoza. 1-2 pitch. A little bit low there on a fastball, and the count's even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch coming home to Mendoza. Here it comes. Swinging a liner to center. Center fielder coming in. Now it's overhead. Mendoza heading for second. Webb's going to score easily. Mendoza running through the stop sign to second. Now she's all the way to third with a triple. And Greenbrier with 3 extra base hits in a row. They've extended the lead. Now it's 2-0.
I'll tell you, that's not what anybody expected. Whenever you have 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning, you're thinking, hey, we're going to chop it up and we'll get right back out on defense, get a nice stop, go back to the batting order. But look at this. They're pulling a string of things together with 2 outs.
All these runs have been scored with 2 outs as Cassie Saunders coming to the plate now to bat. The first pitch from Ross is a strike over the right side of the plate. Ross has attacked the outside part. She got the strike there, and she's ahead 0-1. Saunders waiting on the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2, Ross attacking again, ahead in the count 0-2. That really hasn't been Ross's problem. She's found the zone. It's just she might have left a couple of them a little too far over the plate, and Greenbrier's made her pay. 0-2 pitch. Just a little bit outside.
Well, and you know her outfielders haven't been a lot of help either because they've been misjudging the balls.
Sure.
They've been stepping up on them, and then they go over their heads.
And a swing and a miss there from Saunders. Off-speed pitch there from Ross. She gets out of the inning, but not before Greenbrier puts up 2 runs on the board. They lead it 2-0 as we head to the top of the second. We'll be right back.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing.
And there we go to start the top of the second. It'll be Shepard, Ross, and Pennington. Blackman will bat if anybody reaches. And the first pitch here is a swing and a miss. And a ball falling out of the zone on the right side there. Shepard swung and missed. She's the left fielder. But Hardy pitched well. Got a strikeout and 2 soft groundouts. Gets a swing and a miss here, and it's 0-2.
You know, before I headed up here to Greenbrier earlier today, I was watching a broadcast, MLB spring game broadcast, and they were FaceTiming the coaches in the dugout. And I was like, how neat would it be if we could FaceTime our coaches in the dugout and talk to them in the middle of the game?
Might have to need a little bit more help to get something like that happening.
A few more people might help us, yeah.
As that ball was out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hardy's still ahead, trying to get the strikeout here to begin the second. The 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a chopper to second. And a nice play there from Roberts on to first, 1 away. 4-3 on the putout. And Hardy has retired all 4 batters that she's faced. It'll bring in the pitcher Shelby Ross to bat now. Hardy's looked good. She started off, she led the season off with a double to just about straightaway center. 2 extra base hits later, Greenbrier took a 2-0 lead. There's 1 out here now in the top of the second. And Shelby Ross coming to the plate for her first appearance. First pitch, a little bit outside and low, and Ross jumps ahead 1-0. They play her just about straight away in the outfield. Third baseman playing in a little bit. As the 1-0 pitch coming, swinging a chopper to short. Schreiber scoops and throws, and 2 are away here in inning number 2. Hardy looking good. 6-3 on the put out there. Ross is gone, and it brings up Pennington.
They haven't gotten a hit yet, have they? No, they have not.
They aren't. 0 for 5 as Pennington comes into bat. Hardy got 2 soft groundouts. And Pennington coming to the plate to bat here. She's the right fielder. And the first one from Hardy's coming right here. Swinging a shot to left field. That ball's hit high and deep into left. If it's fair, it's trouble. That ball's fair. And Pennington drills one over the left field wall. Down the line, Clarksville's on the board, and it's 2-1. Goodness gracious.
I tell you, I wish I could hit a softball like that.
Pennington. That ball had quite the height on it. The only problem really was it going to be fair or not. And she snuck it down the left field line, and that ball got out of here in a hurry. 2-1 now as Hardy gives up her first hit of the season. Pennington with the long ball, and it's 2-1. 2-1 rather. Blackman come to the plate now. She is the shortstop. She bats in the 7 hole, and the first pitch from Hardy comes here a little bit outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Hardy. That pitch she gave to Pennington. That was a good look there from Pennington. Good swing. Pennington with the long fly as the 1-0's outside. 2-0 from Hardy. So Hardy, after retiring the first 2, gives up the long ball. Falls behind 2-0 now to Blackman.
You know, a couple of bad pitches. You don't want that get in your head. And that's really the biggest worry, is just really letting it get to you.
And the 2-0 misses in the dirt, and it's 3-0. A lot of times you'll see that, especially at this level. You know, you get rattled a little bit. Next batter you come in, struggle to find the zone. Is it 2-1? Oh, 2-1. How about that? So Blackman's still ahead in the count. Hardy's behind 2-1. Trying to come back, though, is the 2-1 pitch coming here. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And that evens the count. And Hardy got 2 ground balls in the long fly. Trying to get Blackman here, though, on a 2-2 pitch. And she does. Swing and a miss there from Blackman. Hardy gets out of the inning with just minimal damage. A solo bomb there from Pennington. We've played an inning and a half here in Greenbrier. Our Lady Panthers lead it 2-1 as we get set to head to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning.
There we go as we get set to bat here in the bottom of the second. It'll be Peyton Nixon, Allie Roberts, and Ella Huddleston.
That one's coming after me.
Schreiber will bat if anybody reaches as Nixon fouls the first pitch back to the screen for strike one. 0-1 to Peyton Nixon. And Shelby Ross getting ahead there, challenging her with a fastball. 0-1 pitch to Nixon coming right here. And there's strike two, down around the knees, fastball. Nixon's behind at the count, 0-2.
For all of our fans out there, we have a new scoreboard in the works. I say it's in the works, and it's primarily still in the works because I didn't do something that I was supposed to do for this game. But, hey, it's all good. We're working it out.
Tal, you do so much already. We just appreciate what you do. And every now and then, everybody messes up, so don't worry about it. Ball and 2 strikes. Nixon swinging a chopper past the pitcher. Ground ball to second. Throw to first. Nice play there. I'm trying to see who that was. That was Damaris with a nice play there. Had to get rid of it in a hurry. She did. Nixon's gone, and the leadoff man is gone on the 4-3 putout. Allie Roberts, the second baseman, will bat here now after the leadoff ground out. And the first pitch here is a little bit outside and low for ball one. And the 1-0 pitch outside again, 2-0. So Roberts ahead in the count.
That one was a little high, JB.
As the 2-0 misses again, it looks like 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes. Roberts most likely will be taking all the way. And the 3-0 is high. Roberts draws the walk, and Greenbrier has a base runner. Brings in the center fielder, number 9 hole hitter Ella Huddleston. As Roberts with the 1-out walk. They'll play it, double play depth up the middle. Swinging a pop-up foul near the third baseline. Diving play by the third baseman. That was a heck of a play there from Cummins. Laying out to make the play. 2 are gone there on the foul out. And we'll head back to the top of the order and Sophie Schreiber. Schreiber's 0 for 1. And the first pitch is a strike. Oh, 0-1 to Schreiber. Runner at first. There's a swing and a miss from Schreiber again, and she's fallen behind 0-2. Two gone in the bottom of the second. Runner at first. In a 2-1 Greenbrier lead. 0-2 pitch, swinging a line drive into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to be a double. Heading into second is Schreiber. A 2-bagger into the right center field gap, and Greenbrier's got a little something brewing with 2 outs. Allie Roberts over at third now after the double from Schreiber.
That's just a great hit. You know, great placement there, putting it into open field. And then good base running, too. Fast getting around first and getting on to second.
As Bailey Buell swings the first pitch fastball, and she fouls it back to the screen for strike one. Buell's 0 for 1 today. She grounded back to the pitcher.
The Clarksville numbers keep throwing me off on their jerseys. They're a little funky on the back.
As the 0-1 pitch, swinging a chopper back to the mound. Ross with 2 outs goes home with it. Should have gone to first. They tried to run her back to third. The throw to third, though, didn't get her.
They're going to call her safe.
Wow. That's a mistake there from Ross. Should have gone to first base to end the inning. Went home with it. Greenbrier catching a break, and the bases will be loaded there on the miscue from Ross.
Well, hey, you know, you go from the end of the inning to bases loaded. That's a drastic difference there, JB.
Well, Buell reaches E1 on the pitcher there, and the bases are juiced now for Hardy. She doubled to straightaway center her first time up, and she takes a strike right there. Well, if you're Ross, you really didn't need that. You'd been struggling to get out of the innings. You had a chance right there. And the 0-1 pitch to Hardy, swinging a miss there on an off-speed pitch. Ross ahead now 0-2.
Just going to want to watch it here, JB. You know, you're behind in the count.
0-2 pitch to Hardy. Here it comes. A little bit high there. It might have been a little outside as well.
That's a good eye. That's a good eye to watch it. See it go high, not swing at it.
1 ball, 2 strikes now to Shelby Hardy.
This is where you want to score whenever you have the bases loaded, JB.
1-2 pitch, swinging a hot shot to short, but she caught it. Hardy hit it on the button, but a nice play there from Blackman on the line out to short, but that'll end the inning. Greenbrier will leave 3 on base. We head to the top of the third. They lead it 2-1.
The Greenbrier Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
So we head to the top of the fourth inning. Peyton Nixon still out there in the circle. She'll pitch to Kenzie Peterson, leading it off for Clarksville. Lady Panthers, they're both Lady Panthers. Greenbrier leads at 7-0. 7 runs on 5 base hits, 4 errors for Clarksville. That's what's allowed a lot of the scoring as Nixon delivers here. First pitch, hit off the end of the bat past the pitcher. Going to have to hurry at second. Nice play there from Buell. She gets it over to first quickly. Peterson's out on 1 pitch, and the leadoff hitter is gone. Oh, I'm not sure who's up to bat now. Well, this is unfortunate. I can't give you a name on the batter right here.
Well,
She plays second base. I know that. And the first pitch from Nixon is a strike down around the knees to Clarksville's JV second baseman. No balls and a strike from Nixon. The 0-1 pitch is, let's see the call. Looks like it's a ball, a little bit outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Clarksville's second baseman. The 1-1 pitch from Nixon. Here it comes. Upstairs with a rise ball. 2 balls and a strike now. Two and one with 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. Greenbrier leads at 7-0 on 5 base hits. 7-5-0 scoreline for Greenbrier. 0-2-4 for Clarksville. That one's a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike. Nixon coming ready to deliver a 3-1 pitch. Here it comes, and it's a strike at the knees. Oh, nope, never mind. It's a ball low. And a walk there for the second baseman. It'll bring in Kenna Wood for Clarksville. So runner at first with 1 out. This is an opportunity to turn 2 here in the fourth. And the first pitch, a little bit outside. Oh, my goodness, it was a strike, rather. Wow. Wow. That looked like that was definitely a good 2 balls out of the strike zone.
He probably hears you guys saying what it is.
0-1 pitch.
Like
Not sure the call there. Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike as that one was a little low. Kenna Wood took that one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Peyton Nixon delivers the 1-1 pitch. Upstairs there. Oh, thought about throwing to first base, but might not have been too far off the bag. 2 balls and a strike to Wood. One out here in the top of the fourth. The 2-1 pitch popped up to short. Nice play there from Schreiber. Runner at first has to get back. Got to be careful there. Schreiber's got an arm over at the 6-hole spot. That's 2 gone here in the top of the 4th. It'll bring in Anna Grace Wright. Anna Grace Wright, she'll bat from the left side here with 2 gone. Here in the top of the 4th. And Nixon to deal here. The first pitch, low and outside. Runner at first stays put. 1 ball, no strikes from Nixon.
You know, good start to the season. You come in, you get a big win at home. Just builds a lot of confidence for all your players. And it's just a good way to start the season, JB.
As Nixon misses there to push it to a 2-0 count. Anna Grace Wright batting from the left side, looking for a pitch to hit here. As Nixon's missed with 2, just above the strike zone. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 gone in the top of the 4th. The 2-0 pitch outside. Well, I'm going to wait till he calls it. He called it a strike.
What?
2-1 over the outside edge.
JB, he just wants you to be
I
wrong.
got to wait on him to call it. I'm jumping the gun. Goodness. 2 balls and a strike. I realized after I'd said that was outside, I should wait. The 2-1, surely that's a ball, and indeed it is. 3-1.
Careful, JB.
Well, I want to say that, so I'll call it a strike. We're the ones pitching. 3 balls and a strike now, though, for Nixon. Nixon going to try to find the strike zone. 3-1 is low in the dirt. Wright draws the walk, and 2 are on with 2 gone here in the top of the 4th. And it brings in Madison Pennington. Pennington hit the long ball back in the varsity matchup. At the time, it gave him a 3-2 lead, I do believe. Here's the lone long ball of the evening, and the first pitch is outside and low for ball 1. Well, this is not the batter you really wanted to face in this situation. 1 ball, no strikes. As Pennington's, she is 2 for 3 today with 2 RBIs. She's homered and hit a double. As that one's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second with 2 gone in the top of the 4th. As Nixon delivers the 1-1 pitch, that one's going to get low and past the catcher. Runners will move up, and Clarksville will have runners at second and third now with 2 gone. And with first base open, it might not be a terrible idea to pitch around Pennington here. Two balls and a strike. Surprised they have Pennington play just about straight away out in the outfield. Right fielder's in a bit, left fielder's medium depth. Pitch here, popped up foul down the right field line. Looks like it'll get out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now as the count's evened up to Pennington. And Peyton Nixon, the freshman, going to try to put Pennington away right here. The 2-2 pitch is low and outside, I do believe, and indeed it is. And that runs the count full.
There we go. Big pitch right here for the Panthers.
That's right. Well, you're up 7-0, and you'd like to keep it that way.
Well, you don't want to let them score any on you, and there it is.
Ooh, a foul ball at the plate. Pennington fought it off. Looked like an off-speed pitch. Pennington hit it off the end of the bat, fouled it at the plate. We'll do it again with a 3-ball, 2-strike count.
Been a long at bat.
It has. It's been a long inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Nixon. Here it comes. Upstairs, and Pennington draws the walk. The bases are loaded with 2 gone in the 4th. And for Clarksville, we're not sure who it is. It looked like a 3 at one point on there, so maybe this is well, no. It's not 3 or 13. I'm not sure who it is. There it is, 23. So it's Jesselyn Schubarth. Yeah, I believe so. But I'm not. Jesselyn Schubarth, I believe, is the batter. 1 ball, no strikes. And that one. 2 balls, no strike as Nixon missed there with 2 gone. Oh, man. If you're Nixon, this is not really what you wanted to do. You pitched around Pennington, perhaps, but a 2-0 pitch to Schubarth. That one skipped up to the plate. Bounced right in front of the plate. And nice block there by the catcher. And now it's 3-0. And if you're Nixon, you gotta come over the plate now. I would imagine Schubarth will be taking here. The 3-0 pitch from Nixon, and here it is. In the dirt, ball 4. Nixon walks in a run. Schubarth gets the RBI, and it's 7-1. And it brings in Jay Nichols. She played center field in the varsity matchup. She's playing center field now as well. Back to the bases, juiced and 2 gone, and Nixon's missed with 5 in a row. First one here from Nixon. That one looks a little bit low, and indeed it is. That's 6 pitches in a row she's missed, the strike zone. One ball, no strikes from Nixon. One 1-0 pitch, waved at and missed. That evens the count at a ball and a strike there as Nichols swung over the top. And Nixon with the count, even at a ball and a strike. 2 gone here in the top of the 4th. It's been a long inning. 1-1 pitch from Nixon. In the dirt, ball 2. Two balls and a strike with 2 gone here. Nixon trying to put it away. She's walked in a run. She's walked 2 in a row, actually. 2-1 pitch, swinging a chopper right back to the pitcher. Nixon on to first, and that'll end the long top of the 4th. Clarksville gets on the board at 7-1. We'll head to the bottom half of the 4th after a word from our sponsors. Well, as a matter of fact, that's actually how it's going to end. Greenbrier wins it in 4, 7-1. The final line score for Greenbrier, 7 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Clarksville, 1 run, 2 hits on 4 errors. And then Greenbrier wins it 7-1. They won in the varsity matchup 11-5 to improve to 1-0 on the year. Clarksville will drop to 0-3. Our player of the game, a reminder, was Peyton Nixon, 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs. She also had a single, went 1 for 1 in the JV matchup. And that is how it ended. It was a fun night here on opening night of softball. Talon, Greenbrier wraps it up and wins it. Any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Not many, except I'm excited about what this season holds. Great start off to the season here, getting a big win. I believe it was 11-5 against Clarksville. Solid team. So Greenbrier, you started off on a good foot, and that's what's really important here tonight. Couple things we're going to go clean up. We're going to watch some of the film, get those things done, and we're going to move on to the next game.
Well, that's going to do it for us. I tell you, it was a good game for our Lady Panthers. That was also without 3 really key contributors on the basketball team that weren't here tonight. So a good win nonetheless, but that's going to do it for us tonight. So for my partner, Talon Newton, I'm J.B. Brazil saying so long from Greenbrier, where tonight our Lady Panthers took care of business against 4A foe of Clarksville. They won it 11-5 and 7-1. We'll see you next time.